The Legion Go 2, without a doubt, is one of the most powerful, future-packed, sexy handheld gaming PCs in 2025. It's going to be one of the defining ones, and is it too expensive? We're going to cover that in this video, why I think the Legion Go 2 is asking a little bit too much of us as far as price goes for what you get, for the performance benefits. I don't know if it's worth it right now. We're going to talk about the price, we're going to talk about the release date, and we're going to be talking about, is this worth your money? Did Lenovo take this a step too far with the pricing? We're going to talk about that and more in this video. I'm Blaze2K. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, check the links down below in the video description for Legion Go 2 accessories, Steam Deck handheld accessories, as well as the best handheld gaming dock you can buy from JSOX, the 12-in-1 RGB docking station, which works with every gaming handheld and is particularly going to be nice for the Legion Go 2. So if you've been looking for a no compromises gaming handheld that features all the latest specs, an OLED display, a native landscape display, and has a massive 8.8-inch OLED screen, which obviously I mentioned it's OLED, but it's also 8.8 inches, the Lenovo Legion Go is definitely going to be at the top of your list. But how much money are you willing to spend on that? Now, here it is, the Lenovo Legion Go Gen 2. Like I said, it's 8.8 inches. After trying out the Nintendo Switch 2, I honestly think we need to go 8 inches and bigger for handheld gaming PCs at this point. The 7 inches that we're going to see in the new Asus Xbox Asus ROG Ally just isn't going to cut it for me. I've made my decision. 7 inches, I cannot go down to 7 inches. Even the Steam Deck OLED is a bit bigger than the 7 inches, and it's 16 by 10 as well. I cannot go back to a 7-inch 16 by 9 display. So things like the Legion Go 2 bring 8.8 inches, even bigger than the Switch 2 screen, and it's OLED, and it's VRR, and it's 144 Hz, and it's a native landscape display, so no weird issues with old legacy games. It's got obviously the detachable Legion True Strike controllers with multiple modes of gameplay, so you can literally use this thing as a mouse if you want to. As we've discussed and shown in previous videos, it's pretty cool. You can use it as a mouse, kind of like the Nintendo Switch 2. I wonder where they got that idea from. The Lenovo Legion, that's who. It's got a 70 watt-hour battery for more unplugged action, so it's got an even larger battery, it's fast charging. Like I said, and it's got the Z2 Extreme, obviously. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, obviously. And obviously the new AMD Z2 Extreme is one of the new most powerful chipsets, APUs on the market right now, and it's going to show. But I've been looking over some of the benchmarks of this thing, and compared to the original Legion Go with the Z1 Extreme, we're not looking at a massive jump in performance. Jumping over to Dave 2T's video over here, we can see a comparison here between the Legion Go Gen 1 and the Gen 2. Obviously, the Legion Go 2 is going to be 2mm thicker. It's going to be, well, it's going to be like 70 grams heavier. It's going to have louder fan noise, and the price difference is going to be insane. The original Legion Go 1st Gen is $799. The new one is going to be $1479. It's damn near going to be double the price. Double the price. You have to ask yourself, is like 4 to 10 frames a second performance boost and the OLED display worth double the price? For me, I don't know. Obviously, here's the Best Buy listing, $1349, still $1349, damn near double the price of the Gen 1 Legion Go. I know there's tariffs, I know there's all different things to consider in that price bump, but obviously it does have OLED, it's got Hall effect joysticks, it's got the mouse mode, it's got the console mode, it's got all the features that you'd want in a gaming handheld, it's got the latest APU, it's got the 8.8-inch display. I hope the D-pad is a little bit smaller, at least the traditional D-pad. They've went for a circular D-pad this time around. That was one of my complaints with the current Lenovo Legion Go, is the D-pad just felt too big for me compared to my Steam Deck or even, smaller handhelds. I felt the D-pad was a little bit big. I think this might be a little bit smaller, although it does have a circular D-pad with the traditional D-pad like implanted on it. So there is that. But there is no question, this is definitely like the most feature-packed gaming handheld, and obviously it's going to come at a massive premium, guys. And I honestly don't know if I'm willing to pay that premium for what is essentially a larger OLED display, a slightly more powerful APU, and virtually that's about it. And again, let's take a look at those performance benchmarks, because I did say it's only got like 4 to 8 frames a second more performance than the last gen one. Here's Dave2D's video again. Check out Dave2D's channel. Here's the performance jump. So on Cyberpunk 2077 at the high end, 25 watts with low to medium settings, we're getting 45 frames on Cyberpunk 2077, 45 frames on Gen 1, Legion Go first gen, and we're getting 53 on Legion Go 2. So that is that's an 8 frames difference. 8 frames per second. Still not 60 frames. Ghost of Tsushima is a different story. Well, it's the same story. Sorry, I thought it was 60 there, but no, it's 50. The Ghost of Tsushima is 43 on the Legion Go 1. It's 50 on the Legion Go 2. Same settings, same wattage. Black Myth, 46 on the Legion Go 1, 50 on the Legion Go 2. That is 4 frames per second difference. Pal World, 43 on the Legion Go 1, 51 on the Legion Go 2. 8 frames. And Baldur's Gate 3, 41 frames on Gen 1 on the first Legion Go, 45 on the Legion Go 2. We're talking about 4 to 8 frames a second difference, guys, for something that is double the price. So it depends. You know, frame rate can matter a lot in a lot of games, okay? Frame rate can matter a lot. You know, let's say you're getting like 50 frames a second and you're used to 60 frames in a game, at least a game that requires at least 60 frames to be, you know, competitive, like online shooters. You know, the jump from 50 to 60 could be significant for a lot of people, but we're talking about 4 to 8 frames a second difference here. In a lot of cases, we're not getting up to that golden 60 frames in a lot of these games here for double the price. Now, if this isn't enough of a performance boost for you to justify double the price, then we've got to look at what else can justify double the price. Before, we obviously had an IPS display, 8.8 inches as well in the Legion Go 1, which, don't get me wrong, is phenomenal. And now, I'm usually a stickler for screens, and specifically I want OLED in all my displays. After having the Steam Deck OLED, after using the Steam Deck OLED and the Switch OLED, it's hard to go back to a normal LCD display. But let me tell you, the Legion Go 2 display is no slouch. It is one of the nicest IPS LCD displays I have seen ever. It rivals OLED in some cases for the brightness and everything else, and it's obviously 8.8 inches, which is phenomenal. And I've wanted OLED so bad. The Legion Go 1 screen was all right. It was pretty good as it is. The jump to OLED, native display, VRR support, which is a variable refresh rate, which smooths out lower frame rate games. That's another big win for the Legion Go 2. But is this OLED display, the switch from their already nice LCD IPS display to an OLED display, again, worth contributing to that doubling in price? I don't know, guys. I really don't. Now, Dave2D does highlight that there is a more significant performance jump at lower wattages, lower TDPs, right? So obviously, if you're playing games at 5 watt to 15 watt, for lower end games like Dead Cells and Hades, you know, you're going to get a significant performance bump. This new APU, the Z2 Extreme, is more efficient at lower TDPs, so obviously you're going to get way more performance at lower TDPs than you would on the first gen. So if you're big on, you know, platformers, side-scroller games, you're going to get a lot more performance for lower power, basically. So you'll get longer battery life on lower end games. That is nice. But I think we're all sort of leaning towards wanting a handheld that can play new games like Battlefield 6, right? The new Call of Duty, and be able to run them at frame rates that are playable. And unfortunately, when it comes to those big AAA games, obviously the Legion Go 2 just isn't going to bring as much of a performance bump as we'd all hope to see. And I understand now why Valve is like, we're not making a Steam Deck 2 until there's a performance jump that justifies us making a Steam Deck 2 and making a next-gen Steam Deck. And I'm starting to see their point now. I thought the Z2 Extreme was going to get us over that 60 frames per second mark on a lot of big AAA new releases. At lower settings, certainly, with FSR turned on, etc., etc. I was hoping we'd get to that 60 frames mark. Unfortunately, I don't know if we will. But at the end of the day, guys, when it comes down to it, this is, for me, at least one of the nicest, most attractive, most powerful gaming handhelds. It's got a kickstand, it's got the screen, the Dream Screen, VRR, 144 Hz, 8.8 inches OLED, which is amazing. It's got the 74 watt-hour battery, detachable controllers, fingerprint reader. It's obviously got USB USB-C 4, so you're going to be able to connect an external graphics amplifier to this and potentially connect a 1590 to the freaking Legion Go 2, which you could do in the last one as well, to be fair. But yeah, this is without a doubt one of the nicest, most powerful, feature-packed gaming handhelds out there, and it's going to come at a premium. That premium is $1349, which is a massive jump over the last gen. Performance-wise, I don't think it justifies it. And as much as I love the new screen in this, I don't think it justifies that price bump. But it's the times we're living in, unfortunately. For that price, you could darn near buy a pretty decent mid-range gaming PC. So you have to pick and choose. Do you want to play handheld mode? Do you want to have a console, a gaming PC you can take with you? And potentially, if you do want to use this as a full-on desktop gaming PC, you can connect up an external GPU to this via the USB-C 4 port, via, you know, Thunderbolt tech. So you can essentially use this as a full desktop PC if you're willing to go that route, which I think is nice. And obviously the detachable screen is kind of nice too. As you can see, you can go on a treadmill and you play some games. But yeah, for me, I think it's a bit of a premium, but some people have the money, some people don't mind paying a premium for the best. And this, for sure, without a doubt, is the best when it comes to specs. I've given the new Xbox ROG Ally, we'll do a video comparing this to the new Xbox ROG Ally and whether, you know, which one should you buy? Should you buy the Xbox ROG Ally or should you buy the Legion Go 2? That's a really tough one because I'm torn. The Xbox ROG Ally has the Z2 Extreme in as well. It's got the USB 4 for the external GPU support. It's got a high refresh rate screen, but the kicker for me for the new Ally is, first of all, the design, right? I'm not a fan of the grips in the back. If I want grips in the back, you know, I'll buy a case that has grips on the back. You know, I don't see the need to put ergonomic grips with nothing in them, essentially, on a handheld. That you want to be a handheld. You want to be able to take it places and have that portable, you know, form factor and have it be something you could slip into a backpack without taking up much space. That's what I kind of want. And also the screen, 7 inches, 16:9, big bezels on the top and bottom. Essentially the same screen they put in the first ROG Ally. Wasn't a fan of that, still not a fan of that. So yeah, I think this is definitely interesting, the Legion Go 2. And we'll do a video comparing this to the ROG Ally in a future video. So like, subscribe, click the bell icon for that. It would really help. But more importantly, let me know your opinion on the Legion Go 2. Are you getting one? Are you okay with spending $1349, $1,400 on this? It is the most powerful. It is the most feature-packed. And I'm not going to lie, I do want one. I just can't afford one. So anyways, there you go. Let's talk about Legion Go 2. Are you getting one? Are you not getting one? Why are you not getting one? Why are you getting one? Are you hyped up? It's coming this year. It's going to be a fun year for gaming handheld. Switch 2 came out. Xbox ROG Ally is coming out again. Slightly disappointed with the screen, and then we've obviously got the Legion Go 2 and probably more as well. So stay tuned for more gaming handheld news. Check the links down below in the video description for all the best handheld gaming PC accessories and other cool deals as well. And yeah, like, subscribe, click the bell icon. I'm Blaze2K, covering handheld gaming and tech every day on the channel and streaming every day at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you on stream, or I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.